Well, good afternoon, ladies, gentlemen, and everybody else about to cross over into the very last session here at the Youth Atlantic Cup 2025. I'm Wilfred Kemsley, ready to bring you through all of the gold medal matches. And our second, after the departure of Liam Grant, is the women's under-20s gold medal game. France are the favourites. They will tap us off. They've beaten England on 2 occasions, but this morning at 8 AM, it was the English women's side who came back and won 5-4 in the round-robin stage. Now here, in the gold medal match, it's France for the early drive, and it's Rose Jubin out in the middle with Bleu and Levesque. Crashing through goes Maud Le Bihan, turned away at the door this time. Oh, no touch. Referee crosses the arms. Try given. What a start for France. So France started off their under-20s campaign with an 11-1 victory over South Africa and an 8-4 win over England. They followed that up with their final game of the day, beating South Africa 7-2. The wins just kept coming for them after they beat England again 8-3 yesterday, but were held 5-5 to a draw against South Africa and then beaten this morning by 5-4. So cracks starting to appear in a perfect record for the French. And it's taken forward by England for the first time through Chloe Hill, who slides in. And this time it's Hannah Lee who gets on the end of it. Riddleston looking for that pass out wide, but Riddleston loses out. Well, England were defeated by France in their opening game, as we said, but against South Africa they had a better record with 2 wins, but then a loss at the end of yesterday. Session at 4:30 kind of knocked the wind out of their sails, but they've recovered excellently well. And that leaves us where we are, with France chasing their first medal of the tournament after Ireland claimed the silver and England the gold in the mixed 20s final. Big turnover for England. Here goes Charlotte Lloyd. Oh, big step off the right boot on that 10-metre. Chloe Hill caught. But it's Hannah Lee, Hill, gathered up by Betts on the wing as England look to transition inside the French half. Weaving away towards that open side, as the French love to do when they transition. Nicholas, sliding in. Touch made. England will have one more crack of the whip here as they look to equalise. Rance over the top. And there's the touch. Rance with the high press. Another player out of that university pool where most of these players will have apparated from in the touch bucks competition. There's a big turnover for England, and France almost caught out there as they look to make their changes. They have managed to flood on from the box. And here's Katie Nicholas, and now Rowland's on the edge. Nicholas, the real danger out there in the middle for England in this phase of the attack. Oh, turned away at the door this time by France. Here's Rowlands. Graham, back to the open side. Ainscough goes in. Well, the French claim the touch, but they're not going to get it. England equalise. Big score for the dominant side here across the competition, the Tier 1 nation. Rare for them to go into a game not as favourites, but they have levelled it up here. And again, like I said, they beat France 5-4 at 8 AM this morning over on Field 4. Josephine de Saul, daughter of the coach of this under-20 side. De Saul taking it forward with a very dangerous Elsa Klaus out there at number 19. She's scored more than I can count on the live stream over the last 2 days or so. And delighted to be joined by Anthea Newton as well as France go for another attack here. Backpedaling on final touch. Here's Klaus. Oh, one more touch to go, in fact. Klaus will look to strike. Cross came Chloe Hill to make the touch. But in the end, the score has been given, and France take the lead again. And it's yet another try for Elsa Klaus. But Anthea, a huge result for England. While we were commentating this morning, on the field behind us on field 2, England beat this French team for the first time 5-4.
They did, and I think the girls coming out all guns firing for this game. I know that they now feel they're beatable, so this could be a really good game.
They also drew 5-5 with South Africa as well, to blemish their perfect record going into those final 2 games. Here's Rance. Nicholas. Rance. Nicholas again at the link. Floats around the field. Does Katie Nicholas. But France do have it back. And it's off the deck from Levesque.
That's good defence from England there, really getting up high. Shutting down that French attack. That's third touch.
Lafitte, his sister, of course, also taking part in this Youth Atlantic Cup on behalf of the French.
That's 5th touch on the halfway line. That was great defence for England there.
Oh, lovely footwork from Ladibert, who finds the pass. Ladibert on the inside, what a try!
Oh, I think England will be disappointed with that. They felt there was a touch in earlier, but she was just offside, and then she jinked through.
There's the potential chance, but Ladibert, and then gets it on the return again. Fantastic work from France, and Anouk Jolivet with the assist as well.
And England coming back strong now, wanting those hard yards.
Well, they need to stay in touching distance of this French team. Much like Belgium in the under-18 semi-final that we witnessed a few moments ago. You can't let the opposition get away from you. 2 or 3 scores is a very difficult margin to overturn. And England just ran out of time there. And back come France. Heading towards the box in this under-20 women's category. It's a small category, which means these 2 sides have got to know each other so well, Anthea.
Yeah, and I think that's what's good about this kind of play, is you begin to learn how players might attack, and you're trying to close their holes, which means as you play them each time, you have to think of a new way to attack.
But this is the game with silverware on the line for the first time. No more testing tactics. It's all or nothing in this under-20s competition here. It doesn't matter that France have beaten England twice already, or the fact that they've only lost a single time. This is what the tournament is all about. And this is a nice shape of the attack from England. Here's Hill back into the midfield for Lee, who takes the touch. Hill steps off the left. Oh, a longer pass there might have reached the free winger, but instead it's well marshalled by France.
And England reset for defence. They're quite good, these girls, about getting reset quickly, looking to get up and shut down that attack.
Well, after this game, we've got gold medal matches in the boys' 15s, the girls' 18s, and then the boys' 18 finishing off with that mixed 18 game.
Yeah, real upset. The England team are out now, losing to Wales in the last game. So that set a different final for the mixed 18s.
What a moment that is for Wales after getting a real talking to this morning in touch terms.
Or did they? Or did they just play into the England hands, lull them into a false sense of security?
Well, that certainly hands Ireland a chance for their first gold medal.
And the girls going forward here for England, using the chance to get fresh legs on.
Good drive by England, still 3-1 behind, but they've kept out France. Here's Rance. Rance again. Nicholas. Rance working in tandem here, and Rance leaves it for Nicholas this time, who dives in, but is turned away by France. Good transition from the French.
But the refs are moving back through. They've seen something, giving England another chance just from the 10.
Well, that is a tough moment for France, because they still lead by 2 tries, but England have been working hard here. It's Tilly Palmer-Denning now onto the field, and away goes Rowlands. Changes in the offing. Nicholas. Freya Betts with Nicholas. Here's Betts again, and now Nicholas goes to leave the field, but actually re-enters the fray. Maybe trying to catch out the French there. Instead, it's a penalty. And finally, Nicholas can leave us. And England can take a breath before this attack. Halfway through the first half.
Yeah, I think that they'd like to capitalise on this one and close that score gap. It's Annie Ainscough with the ball. She's a great little player. She and her sister both play South West Saxons with us. Very tidy, quite deceptive player.
Out there with B. Graham. Cook, Graham, Ainscough. Back to Cook again. Graham draws the touch. Cook stays to the open side, but look at the pace from France in the defence. Flying out comes Rose Jubin. Anna Cook waits for England teammates to get around her, but in the end, France keep them out. Ainscough, great defence. He's caught by France.
Again, girls pushing up tight here. And good pressure, turnover again. England really need to capitalise on this. Another fresh 6 on the 7, pretty much.
Big moment in the game for England, and it's that same pod again. Ainscough, Graham. His younger brother's also part of this England setup at the Youth Atlantic Cup. Finally, Cook draws the touch. Jubin back to the line.
Walking past this game earlier, the ref was quietly confident in calling the girls off the line. He was concerned that France were not moving up the line. And looking at his gesticulations now, I think he's still encouraging them to leave their line.
England, though, making hard work of this. They really need to test France here before they run out of touches. Sliding in from a long way out goes B. Graham. But nothing coming for England here, as of yet.
We know how these girls can turn it on, so let's see what happens.
France on the transition. They've struggled to get out of their own half in recent times, but now they are looking to threaten England. Dissol. Good pick up from Klaus. Lafille. Klaus on the inside. Forward pass, but touch and pass regardless.
Right, let's see if we can get a clean box here. Oh, it's good yards there from the winger.
Bit of a coming together between the England players, but eventually they do get rolling here through Hannah Lee.
One touch there. So can we get a scoop off this?
Lee, finally caught by Klaus. Here's Hill. Well, it's Lee even driving on with Hill laying back. Step inside out. Over goes Charlotte Lloyd. France again keep them out.
Yeah, they just seem to be back on side so quickly for that scoop. It's long legs there. A couple of strides, they're back on. And France will be disappointed again. That's the second time in this half they haven't managed to get off in their box, losing it on touch 2. Eva Grove steps over.
Here's Lee. England have it back. Chloe Hill, Hannah Lee, Hill. Round come England here, and over goes Poppy Riddleston. But
hips not square.
It's the third or fourth attack on the bounce that England have come up empty-handed. And they can't sustain this level of missed opportunity because France won't cough up the ball too many times here. Great drive from the French. Maud Lebihan makes plenty of yards. Off goes Bluen Levesque. Oh, slipping through. There's a contact there between the French and English attacker, but still there is time for Rose Jubin to pick out Sarah Guittard to score. Well, as the scoop comes through here, you think it's an easy run-in for Maud Lebihan, but she goes down, so suddenly Jubin has to change her mind and picks out the winger Guittard.
And Freya Betts there for England, really going for that diving touch, but not quite getting there.
Now England 4-1 behind. They did beat France by 5-4 earlier today, so that's still on. They will need to...
They need to capitalise on these being down the scoring end.
Rance delays the pass, looks to go through herself, caught by Josephine Dessol. Rowlands, still going Rowlands, gives the ball late and it's fantastic hands. What a score this will be, diving over, go England. Charlotte Lloyd, what a try.
Oh, I'm glad they got that back there. I think they were feeling a little bit under the pressure, not scoring down that end. Slightly loose ball there, gathered, and then the long ball out to the wing.
Fantastic work from Tilly Palmer-Denning. What a try for England, and they needed to score it, as we said, to stay in the fight here. I know there's so long to go in this game, but you've got to keep pace with your opposition in a final like this. Here's Ladebert, gets it on the return. Maya Ladebert racing around the outside. Caught by Jessica Wright. Ladebert directing Lafitte to the open side. Ladebert, good defence from England. Up came B. Graham. That's much better from England, who are still very much in this game before the half.
Again, driving good yards there. Fresh legs coming on, well over the halfway line.
They should get a chance to challenge the French line.
It's touch 4, touch 5 coming now.
Hannah Lee.
Evie picks up.
Groves. Out wide, but great read from Guittard. What an offload for Groves in the end. It was too much for England to create on the final touch. Well, this game has really enveloped into a proper tactical battle here between these two top sides.
Yeah, I think the English defence there is excellent. They're really trying to pin the French in. That's third touch. But they're so dangerous even on the scoop.
Taken on by Tonso, and here's Levesque. Juban, scooping as you said, but stopped by England. Diving in goes Chloe Hill. Still time for England to get closer to France here with another score.
I think having another score on the board just for going into half-time would help rebalance it before we go for our second half. Great yards there.
Oh, still a fantastic carry. Nice footwork as well from Katie Nicholas. Rowlands, Rance, accelerating away off the deck from Palmer-Denning. Nicholas, and then change of angle from England, but no score for Keris Rowlands.
Yeah, slightly back into traffic there. The French defence is so tight. Their mid-mid pairing defence really in touching distance of each other. Not a lot going through there.
Around the corner comes Lipihan. And then off the deck from Honoré Macero. Klaus, Bihan. Flying touch from Palmer-Denning. England have it back.
A minute and a half to go now. Let's see if we can get down the other end. France, something's happened. France been moved back. Not quite sure. Can't see France in the picture at the moment, but
penalty,
there's
I
a
think
big
it
10.
was. Indeed. Up to halfway, and here's Rance. Could carry England to the 10. Minute to go in this first half. Could really do with a score here to take a narrow deficit into the break. Ball back on the inside for Cook. Graham to the open side. Ainscuff, hard line from the link on that far side, but Jess Wright was caught. And a good transition from France. Maybe they'll have time at the end of this first half to further extend their lead. Tonso.
It's fourth touch just over the halfway line.
Buttle in. Good pickup from Lanibert. Lanibert over the top. Ball goes to ground, and I think that'll be the last action of Real Menace in this first half.
Still wanting those yards, England driving hard. Just find a bit of space there.
Maybe still time. With seconds on the clock, Hannah Lee takes it in. There goes the buzzer. So I think these two sides are going to have to settle for things as they are. France up by 4-2, looking for their third win over this English under-20 side in the competition. But a defeat to 8 AM this morning has left them a little bit rattled here. They still lead by 2 tries, but England very much in the game. 20 minutes to go in this under-20s gold medal game. And France hold an advantage of some value. Well, there's that second try for England, which has kept them in the contest. Lovely finish out wide from Charlotte Lloyd. And they are still in this game. Anthony Newton alongside me for this one. And, well, you were taking in the under-20s gold medal game in the mixed category, which was a difficult one for you to consider from a allegiance perspective.
Yeah, having played for Ireland for 15 years, watching your son run out against England for them, cheering for the Irish and cheering when he scored. But he scored the winning try, so England very happy here, and I have a very happy son, yes.
England do have their first gold medal. They're chasing a second one here at the second time of asking, but France are up by 2, and they have defended the first attack of the game from halfway. Great stuff from France. They didn't look too threatened there at any stage.
No, just going through the motions there, but sometimes just in the second half it's quite a good idea just to get your hands on the ball again. It's a bit greasy this morning, it's a bit sunnier now.
Indeed, nice. It's become a beautiful day, which is rather unexpected.
It's good old Irish weather. 4 seasons in a day.
Here's Klaus. Good movement from Klaus, looking to pick out Dessall over the top.
And I think England will be pleased with that. Just settling. Oh, unlucky there. Just a fumble on the wing. France back in possession.
And a big chance for France, which you imagine they may well take. Klaus through a crowd of red and white. Touch was made. First try of the second half will be crucial. It'll either make this a seriously interesting game or it will challenge England even more so. Off goes Dessall. Klaus. Link on the outside with a winger waiting. But again, England shut it down. Klaus, a third time running it in, but a penalty this time. And England have it back. Well, this women's under-20s coaching team, head coached by Adam Brimelow, with Carly Brimelow there as well to help out, along with Lydia Ticehurst and Ella Loveridge as the team manager. A lot of international caps in that setup. Yeah,
really strong setup there, and I think it's really important for the girls to feel that they have that strength and depth in their coaching. Most of these girls are looking to go towards playing for Opens in the future, and having that strong coaching setup is really important.
And here are England, up over the 10. Desperate for a score here that will reignite the game. But under pressure here from France, good defence. And up comes Guittard to force them all the way back.
Yeah, forcing them all quite a long way back there. Nearly a drop ball there from France, though. Actually, it was dropped, so England have another go.
Well, that's an unfortunate error. England have to make use of this opportunity. Taken in by Graham. Ainscough. Graham. Eventually forces the touch, but pulls on the handbrake here, B. Graham. Ainscough. Cook looking to get away from Dessall and wins a penalty, and a huge penalty for England there, but this has to be converted. B. Graham. Cook. Ainscough. Numbers over, and instead they step off the left and dart in, but it's a great cover from France.
Still only touch one though.
Graham. Cook at the half, back to the open high. This time Ainscough whips the long pass, but Guittard crossed so quickly at the France wing to shut it down. Cook probes the other side. Graham put down in the midfield. And that is a huge missed opportunity for England.
Yeah, and French quick to take advantage of their possession here. Oh, possibly too quick.
Well, stuck in some kind of touch rugby time loop here. Another knock on from the French, another penalty for England, but they've really got to start taking these chances. They choose to box, a wise decision when things aren't going your way in attack.
And just a pass to no one then, unfortunately. A little bit of miscommunication. But they've got fresh legs on, so ready to D this one out.
I'm not sure that France are too happy with how the second half started, but they remain in front.
Good touch there from Eva Groves.
Nice ball on the inside for Levesque. Strong carry again from France and Rose Jubin, but England keep them out.
Again, choosing to take the yards.
Oh dear, a turnover, and it's England's time this time to give up the balls needlessly, and now here's Levesque, who's going to take the tap for France. Daughter of Arnaud Levesque, of course, a bit of a legend in French touch rugby circles. Ladebert. Changes in the offing for France, and amongst them Inès Bartolin. Ladebert goes for it herself, and he's stopped by England again. Good touch from Nichols. Bartolin. Ladebert. Lobbed over the top and just about put down by Honoré Massereau. Well, Massereau has been playing since she signed up for the trials in 2022. Father also plays competitive touch down in France, the Toulouse touch winger.
Nice yards here. We're keeping that ball well. At least we ball in hand and fresh legs coming on. Annie Ainscough with the ball.
Well, good touch made just shy of the halfway, but Ainscough marching forward, but that pass is off target. Well, the game has unfortunately just descended a little bit into not chaos as such, but just sort of lackadaisical from both teams.
Yeah, neither team quite showing what we know they can. Just those handling errors coming in.
It's been a very long tournament for these under-20s players, but you can't really blame France, who sit on a 2-try lead. It's England who should be bringing the energy here. Ainscough heads towards the box. Good carry by Hill, and here's Lee. Good drive from Lee. Hill. Lee again back on the inside, but Levesque there, and unfortunately goes down under a bit of pressure from Lee. But it will be France back in possession regardless. A forward pass in the end. Good to see Louanne Levesque back to her feet.
Yeah, those French mids are so tight together. Trying to find a hole between them is going to be hard. I think the English should be looking slightly wider at this point, unless they can get right under them. They're an incredibly effective defence pairing.
And France indeed have had an excellent defence throughout this competition. The best defence indeed, conceding 20.
And she's through the gap again.
Oh, what a break this is. Klaus looks to weave away. Klaus still going, but again, it's good defence from England. Neither side able to break through in this second half.
I think if you're England there, you need to come back soon with something.
They're the top scorers and the best defence, France, in this under-20s category. They've got a positive try difference of 23.
That was lovely yards there. Nice little jinky steps.
France still going beyond the 10, forcing Klaus to make the touch. Rance. Oh, slips through. Rance looking to get away from Klaus. Big try for England.
And that one sort of came from nothing. She just looked up, and that's what I love about the girls here. They are looking up, playing heads up touch. Just jinking through.
Gosh, how close was Elsa Klaas from getting there and denying Izzy Rance. Is a big finish. Off goes Inez Butterlin, looking to make a difference here with Lepihan and re-establish the 2-try advantage France enjoyed before the break. Butterlin somehow keeps a hold of it.
Yeah, they're coming out with a little bit more tempo here now, France.
Been woken up in this second half by England as we reach the midway point. That passes beyond Lalibert. England survive again. And are now just within 1 try. Throughout the competition, the games have gotten closer and closer between all of the sides in this pool. South Africa even beating England at the end of the day yesterday and drawing with France, the only under-20 side not present here in the women's category. Lee, after some good interplay, finally has a chance to scoop, but it's covered well by Maya Ladibert.
A forward pass given there, so tap for France. And march back again.
Extra yards for the French.
It's not what England want.
Not while they're behind by a single score. On come the changes, lifted off the deck by Margot Falloir. Tonso, Falloir, Levesque. Still Levesque. And then a change of direction here, trying to catch England out. That pass lofted over the top and beyond Sarah Guittard.
That's a forward pass there, so England have got a tap now. France back 10. Oh, unlucky.
That's a big error for England in the context of the game, just as they're trying to get into the fight again. It's Rose Jubin, Levesque, Jubin. Oh, penalty against France.
Forward pass there, so
under not a lot of pressure.
No, I think they were maybe a bit of miscommunication about what they were running. England looking to box now, make a clean box of it.
They could do with one after weathering a storm inside the their own half. Good carries from England. They're up beyond the 10. And with one last touch, they're beyond halfway. Oh, nice dip of the shoulder from Nicholas. Still going, Nicholas, beyond the French 10. Here's Rance. Now a chance for England to get level again. Rance draws in the touch, off the deck. And sliding in goes Nicholas. But kept out. A much better looking attack from England.
Yeah, really nice strong 32 there. I think sometimes when you're tired, defaulting to platforms you're used to helps you.
What a turnover. What a mistake by France. England a few moments ago handed France an opportunity in just this very area, but they couldn't convert it. Can this England women's side do differently? Nicholas. Tilly Palmer-Denning into the hands of Izzy Rance. Rance already a try score in this second half. Palmer-Denning, Nicholas. Shaped to go long, but
yeah, she had a look.
now the finger's being pointed that way. Send Izzy Rance that way, perhaps to bridge the gap. Rance, Nicholas, sliding in herself. Sixth touch from Maud left behind. And you have to feel that's a missed opportunity for England.
Yeah, France coming back hard now. Taking those yards. Third touch over the halfway line. That's great driving for the French there.
Tonsol. Josephine Dessol. Elsa Klaas, so dangerous. Tonsol. England looking for a touch and pass, but not given. And in the end, it's a penalty for France. Such a difficult area of the field to give that away.
And there's some subs going on here. New attack plan possibly coming off for the French.
Well, it's now Klaas and Levesque operating in the middle together. France's two most dangerous players. Blue and Levesque asking England to move forward. It's another penalty. Two in a row here inside the 7.
Yeah, we don't want to give a third away, or there'll be a forced sub, so England will have to be a bit careful here, making sure they move up.
Levesque, Elsa Klaus, Levesque, Klaus on the return, put down. England have been let off there.
Great hands from the winger there.
Important catch from Freya Betts. France heads towards the box. Just the one try in this second half. France could have had a couple. And they may yet rue those missed opportunities.
It's a nice check ball there, just get a few extra yards from England. And hips not straight there from my England player there.
Well, not a terrible phase of play though for England, because France have got to restart from inside their own half. And they've defended well in this second half, England. Levesque off the deck. And again from Massaho Honorin. Oh, on no touch call to begin with on Inez Buttelin. Ladebert. France will have a go here. Oh, nice step on the inside. Just about a touch made, and a crucial one by Anna Cook. Well, they're now really up against it here, England, with just 5 minutes to go.
Oh, no half there. That was really a schoolboy error, unfortunately, for England there.
And it could cost them the game. Maya Ladebert. Buttelin. Ladebert. Inez Buttelin. Oh, it's been given. 4 minutes to go. France go 2 tries ahead. Inez Buttelin right in front of those French supporters.
Yeah, still 1-1 in the second half, though, so 4 minutes to go. 2 tries. Take it to drop off.
Certainly doable. But with a gold medal beckoning from France, surely they won't let it slip, as England unfortunately have there. Direct from the under-20s. Lee. Hannah Lee again. Groves. Looking to draw out the French. Good interplay. Groves. What a take that is from right behind Chloe Hill as she dives in and denied.
That's touch 5. They've got. Are they going to kill it? They're going to try and score off this one, or just get the ball away in that corner.
3 minutes to go. France must know that if they just see this out, if they just keep a hold of possession and burn their touches, that they'll have a gold medal to celebrate. The first for France in this Youth Atlantic Cup. Oh, wow, what a moment. And France are making changes, so Groves will waste no time. Hill, Lee. A try would make this final few minutes very interesting here. But England don't look threatening at the moment. Evelyn Groves. Hill. Back inside to Lee.
Need to bring the French defence up. This is good. Much better play.
Hannah Lee looks to go on the inside. Turned away.
And those mid-defence, they're so tight there for the French. It's fantastic defence.
England running onto it here, looking to go wide to the winger. And that could be their last opportunity to get back into this contest. France with a good transition, but high press from England. Good work from Groves. But France don't need to create miracles here, even if it is a great run from Inez Buttelin. Buttelin, whose 5th try might be the one that clinches it for France. Ladebert, great running. Touch made by Poppy Riddleston, who wants the ball back.
Running out of time here. They want to play as quickly as they can, but safely, keeping the ball to hand.
Just over a minute to go. A try would give England a slim chance if they can score it in the few moments here. Katie Nicholas with a good run.
Another penalty there, though, for offside.
Nicholas. Rance. Nicholas again. Working with Rance and making great yards. Rance diving over, and an offside call does give them the try. And we have under a minute here for England to try and get back in the game. Rance with her 2nd try in the second half. And finally that fantastic defensive pairing of Ladebert and Buttolin are broken.
Yeah, and up until now they've been so tight. That was much wider than they've been in previous rounds, and Rance saw it and took advantage.
France ahead by a single try. This the scoreline that was reversed by England earlier at 8 a.m. this morning to beat them for the first time. But France confident of securing a third win against England. And a gold medal here as they dive in. There goes the buzzer. And that will be enough for France to hold on. A fine defensive performance. And a French side defeated by England this morning for the first time in the tournament have held on in the gold medal match. And it's the first winners at the Youth Atlantic Cup to come from outside of England. A great result for France.
Oh, some very happy faces there. I know England will be really disappointed with that, but they came back. Second half, just couldn't clinch it.
Well, they're a very passionate French team, and the Brimelows straight on, handing out the high fives because they know that England under-20s have done really well in this category up against staunch opposition. But in the end, it's France who claim the gold medal, and they deserve it if you take into account their play across the round robin.
Absolutely, and just great for Women's Touch to see two teams playing at such a high level. Look forward to seeing them playing Opens.
Yeah, plenty more Women's Open and Mixed Open players to come through this under-20s pathway. Our next game is another gold medal match. It's the boys under-15 competition. Wales have made it into another final, and they take on England in that category.